Food had always been a big deal for my family. We had mealtimes together, and we entertained a lot. Every birthday, every special occasion, every national holiday was punctuated with sugary overindulgence. Excess wasn't unethical then. It was just normal. But things started changing. For those who lived through the late 20s, you'll remember how drastically the frugality first movement suddenly seemed to take hold of the world. The idea was simple. We should live as economically and frugally as possible. Since we learned to minimize our planetary footprint, we as a generation began to take up more and more experiences, music, travel, food, culture, as our principal means of expression. We decided that excess didn't define us. Possessions didn't define us. Our experiences defined us. This meant that there were a couple of changes to what and how we consumed. Alcohol was the first victim. Intake has almost completely collapsed. Food diversity, however, has exploded. We now live to share flavours and food experiences from all over the world. We don't eat more, we just eat smarter. Big sugar was another casualty of the movement. The only sugar you can find in our food now are those naturally occurring in fruit. Most of our meals are now freshly prepared with fresh ingredients. Freshness, in our eyes, signifies a lack of artifice. And when it comes to our food, we just don't tolerate artifice the way we used to. Mostly we eat one meal a day. The rest of the time we graze on dietary supplements, originally developed by a charity as a means of delivering life-saving nutrients in crisis situations. Food waste is down, it's ecologically smart, and the supplements are actually pretty tasty. Oh, and that one family meal is even more precious now. This is how we live. This is the world we all recognize. Our new world mantra is more frugal, more communal, more authentic. We've spent years cleaning up the ecological mess our grandparents made. All our food is delivered in recyclable containers. We refuse to buy anything wrapped in plastic. We go to the shops to choose what we want, then it is delivered when we want, in our own containers. Everyone walks to the supermarket, drops by on their bicycle or orders online. There are no pollution hotspots created by supermarket car parks anymore, and supermarkets deliver using solar-panelled trucks. And anyway, more and more people are foregoing the supermarket altogether and going straight to the source for their food. All of these things are efforts to wash away the carbon footprint our ancestors trod for us. We all just want to take back control. Control of our food, our environment, and our bodies. This is the thinking behind biohack, the leading tool for diet and exercise management. I'm definitely a devoted biohacker myself. I fell in love with it about 10 years ago. The seed that was the wellness movement planted in the late 10s has done nothing but thrive in the past 30 years, and biohack has been there to nurture it. With biohack, I can exercise complete control over my body. I was blood chipped with a biohack device 8 years ago. The chip in my left arm constantly monitors my blood, then automatically manages my diet to compensate as necessary. As I exercise, the app knows how much and what I need to eat in order to manage a proper recovery and keep my weight under control. My health is no longer left up to wild guesses and magazine advice columns. With our frugal first efforts and the help of biohack devices, obesity as a national issue has been pretty much eradicated, just like the smallpox and AIDS epidemics before it. The old days of obesity levels at 80% and a health service straining under such immense pressure now just lingers at the back of my parents' mind as a bad memory. Data from my blood chip is constantly uploaded to my online health database. The database holds my DNA profile and all the data from my regular health checks. My mobile device tells me everything I need to know about what I eat. Technology is helping to save the human race from killing itself and the environment with its own diet. It sounds crazy to list these things as modern marvels, as they've so quickly become an integral part of the fabric of our daily lives. But they really are. Never have we had more say in where our food comes from and what impact our choices have on those who exist in this world with us.